Hi there, my name is Louise. I'm the volunteer and networking supervisor of the record. I'm going to teach you a little bit about anxiety. We're all in really difficult times at the moment. We're experiencing stresses that we've probably never experienced before, being on lockdown with coronavirus running wild. I'm going to teach you a little bit what anxiety is and a simple technique that might be able to help you if you're experiencing some of the symptoms that I explain. So I don't know, many of you might have already heard about something called fight or flight. It's when our brain goes into survival mode. It actually shows that you've got a really healthy brain. It's doing what it should do, and above all else is about keeping you safe. So quite often we can experience some really horrible effects from that. And what's actually happening in our brain is that a whole part of our brain back here is called the limbic system. It's a network within your brain. And that coordinates your memory and lots of other things that might be going on. What happens when the limbic system activates and starts releasing these chemicals into your body? It gives us a lot of adrenaline, noradrenaline, it gives us a lot of cortisol. And adrenaline, I expect lots of you have heard of that, can sometimes make us feel a bit shaky, a bit on edge. This is our body preparing us to be able to survive whatever it is that's going on that's making us feel under threat. So we think back to when we were cavemen and the bear coming at us. It was really important for us to be able to either, the adrenaline kicking in, us to be able to either fight the bear or run away from the bear. And what often people don't think about is the third F. So we've got fight the bear, flee, run away from the bear. We've got freeze. Lots of people will freeze and hope that the bear doesn't see them or doesn't notice them. These are all completely normal reactions to a fear response. Okay, what happens when that limbic system activates and starts releasing those chemicals that sometimes our breathing might get funny, our heart rate might increase, we might get tummy ache, we might get shaky, sometimes we feel like we can't think properly, we can't think straight, we can't be rational. It's a completely normal response to feeling under threat. And when we're in this fear response, our prefrontal cortex, our part of our brain here that's evolved to make us who we are today, it allows us to do all of our rational thinking and our think things through a little bit more, calm down, think rationally, think things through. While the limbic system's firing, this can't function too well. Your brain's really busy trying to keep your body functioning, your heart rate going, your breathing, and making sure that you're safe. So what I'm going to do is teach you a really simple technique that will help your limbic system to quieten back down and to reactivate your prefrontal cortex, which will then allow you to acknowledge that you might not be in a very good situation at the moment, but it's not life or death. Okay? So what I would like you to do is to be sat on a chair, if possible, with your both feet flat on the ground. Okay? I want your feet to be flat on the ground, but whilst they're still flat, I want you to gently push your heels into the ground. Okay, just so you can feel a bit of tension, maybe at the backs of your legs, maybe across the tops of your thighs. Okay, I want you to just feel what that sensation of touch feels like. If you are somewhere where your feet can't touch the ground, you can push your bottom into the chair. So if you're on a bus or if you're in the school assembly and you aren't able to push your feet into the ground, you can push your bottom into the floor, into the seat, into whatever it is that wherever you might be. Okay, and I just want you to take 30 seconds to feel what that sensation of touch feels like. Next, I want you to think about what you can see. If I was in a listening support session with somebody and I was doing this with them, I'd say it out loud. You can do this in your head. You don't need to, so nobody's going to be knowing that you're doing one of these techniques. Currently, I'm sat in my garden. It's lovely and sunny, and I've got very long grass. Shh. I've got some flowers that are about to bloom, some lovely yellow roses. I've got 4 chairs and a table. I have a big umbrella just here, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, just have a think about where you are, what you can see. I've got a fence, I've got 4 bay trees, I've got a barbecue, there's a bench, there's a bird table. Where you are right now, what can you see? Just really analyse it. There will be things that are around you that you would have not have noticed because you're in this heightened sense of survival. What then now to bring your attention back to that sensation of touch, keeping those heels pressed into the ground, but whilst keeping those feet flat, or again keeping your bottom pushed into the seat where you are. Next, I want you to think about what you can hear. I can hear lots of birds tweeting. I can hear someone mowing their lawn. They're quite far away, so hopefully you can still hear me. Lots of different birds tweeting. I wouldn't have even noticed that if I wasn't doing this. I'm really focusing on what I can hear. Quite often you might hear your clock ticking. You might hear traffic passing by. Whatever it might be, just take a few seconds to think about what it is that you can hear. And again, I want you to bring your attention back to that sensation of touch through your legs, through your bottom, what that feels like. Next, I want you to think about what you can smell. Can you smell anything? I can smell the grass that the person cutting their grass is doing. I quite like the smell of fresh cut grass. What can you smell? Do you have a nice new perfume on? Is the room you're in, does it smell of something? Have you changed your washing powder recently? What might you be able to smell? Again, sensation. Bring your attention back to the sensation of touch through your feet, through your legs, through your bottom. Last but not least, I want you to think about your sense of taste. Now, I've just been drinking a cup of tea, so I can taste my tea. Can you taste anything? What can you taste? Bring your focus in, really concentrate. If you can't taste anything right now, think about something that you like to taste. Your favourite ice cream, or chocolate, or pizza. What might you like? Really concentrate on what that might taste like. And really importantly, I want you to relax your legs or your bottom in the chair. I don't want you clenching it and holding on to that tense. So hopefully what I've demonstrated to you, that's the end of the technique. What I've hopefully demonstrated to you is a really simple technique that just focuses on our 5 senses. Our sense of touch, our sense of sight, our hearing, our smell, and our taste. Like I say, that will activate your prefrontal cortex. It will slow your limbic system back down. This is something you can practice whenever you start to feel a bit worried, a bit anxious, a bit stressed out. Okay? The more you practice this, as soon as you start those feelings, will help you to be able to control them a lot better. Your body will get used to you doing this technique, and it will help to not allow the anxiety or the stress to peak. So if we can catch it as soon as it starts, we can bring it right back down. If we let it go up here, it's only going to go down a little bit. So it's really important for you to be practicing that technique, or a different technique. But as soon as that anxiety, those stresses, those worries are starting. Okay, it's been a pleasure. I hope you guys are doing okay, and managing to enjoy some sunshine. Take care.